The Mastermind Mondays. Would like to thank everyone for joining me today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All thanks to the Most High for bringing us here together today, giving us the opportunity to make a difference in this world. And I want to thank everyone for joining me today, those that are here live and those that will be watching later on the replay. I'd like to thank you all for coming out, just taking your time, chilling out, vibing with the tribe, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And that's much appreciated. You are appreciated. Today, as you see, I've been advertising that this is an emergency live this week, and that's with good reason, because we're we're in the month of September, where the markets make a drastic shift during this time of year every year. If those of you are familiar with the markets and you watch markets as far as stock market and stuff like that, and now the crypto market, a shift always happens in the month of September. And I've been advertising all this month for everyone to go ahead and start investing in their crypto now. Buy it now while it's down, because this is always a down market in the crypto, down month in the crypto market. And I say down where things are lower than typically that is going to be for the rest of the year, ending the year, and throughout the year. So now is the time that you want to be locking in on your investments, on your crypto, because one part of being financially secure and free is securing your investments, making investments, creating passive income for yourself. And the crypto market, the stock market, is one way that has created a lot of millionaires. More so less the stock market. It's been around such a long time, allowing people to invest in and trade with the markets. You know, invest in those Fortune 500 companies, invest capital into new upgrowing companies, coming up companies, and a lot of different new endeavors that may be developed or created in our economy. The stock market gives you that chance. Stock market on average gives you a return on investment of about 6 to 7%. That's for those that's investing in those Fortune 500 companies, the S&Ps and stuff like that. You can look to see to get about a 6 to 7% return on average. So that's pretty decent, which is not good enough in today's market. In today's market, you need other investments, because a 6 to 7% interest rate is not necessarily strong enough for this economy, because this economy here that we're in now is dealing with a strong level of inflation. Inflation is around 25% where we at right now in this current market. The way that economic trajectory is. And unless we get new leadership in, we're going to continue to be in this high inflated market. So we need to definitely make sure we're hedging our bets and being able to hedge our bets against this dying dollar that we have. The American dollar is continuing to decrease. The devaluation of a dollar is continuing to fall off the map, because it's no longer it all started back when they took gold from behind the dollar, the American dollar. That was the one thing that gave the dollar its stability and its strength. But President Nixon came in and decided to take gold from behind the dollar. Gold is God's money. That is a natural resource that was put here on this earth. We don't know how much of it we got, but we do have a good idea how much of it that we have found, and it's only a certain amount of it. Scarcity brings value. So the more scarce something is, the more valuable it is. So with that being said, gold is God's money. This paper money is fiat currency. It's just a piece of paper. And the feds now prints it on its own. They don't need anyone to govern them. They print as much of it as they want to. Anytime they're in trouble and in a situation, they just print more of it, which brings down the value. This is why we have a constant decline. This is why we have high inflation. It's because of the printing of the money, the constant printing of the money. And we have to hedge our bets against that. We have a new payment system that's being developed, being implemented across the world, and it's led by a group of countries called the BRICS. That is the group of Brazil, Russia, India, China, South America. Those are the forefathers, the founding countries that has started to implement this new payment system because they understand that the American dollar is not going to last very much longer, before it's not even worth the paper it's printed on. So we have to definitely start hedging our bets and start making strategic and smart investments that will allow us to have a greater rate of return and secure our financial wealth. So starting to follow suit with the BRICS nations. Right now, they have maybe you started out with just those 5 countries, but now they have over 150 countries that has bought into their new payment system. And the one thing that they are priding in and they're using for their payment system is cryptocurrency. They're using crypto. They're using Bitcoin. Bitcoin is one of the currencies that they're favoring, and they're actually creating a new payment method that is housed by Bitcoin, but it's also backed by gold. So wow, what is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is a new form of financial storage. I want to say that is created on the digital market, the digital platform called the blockchain. So it's pretty much a decentralized, which means no one controls it. That means that everyone has access to it, everyone can see it, everyone can use it. Everything that goes on it, you can see everything. Nothing can be hidden. No money can be stolen without it being seen or anything like that. It's a digital form of financial storage. So Bitcoin is the beginning, the godfather of cryptocurrency. It was the first one ever invented. And so every coin or every what is it called? Every asset created on the blockchain after Bitcoin is called an altcoin. Bitcoin right now is trading at around $60,000 per coin. I think it's like 63. But it has risen as high as I want to say 70. It's got up to 70K so far. With that being said, Bitcoin is a very favorable currency for the digital market, for this digital era that we're going into. So of all the coins and altcoins that's being created and things that are being brought into effect, it all started with Bitcoin. Everything is created around the Bitcoin concept. So understand and overstand that Bitcoin is the godfather of this digital currency, which means that it will always be the most powerful. That's like the sensei. It's like the sensei of the crypto market. So I feel like it's always going to be safe to invest into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still new in the game. A lot of people don't know about it. But when it comes to these cryptocurrencies and understanding how crypto works, anyone can create a token, quote unquote, is what they call it, on the blockchain. You don't have to be any special kind of person. You don't have to be any kind of wealthy person. You can create your own token on the blockchain. And what makes your token viable is its popularity. How do it get known and how do people know it and use it? How trusted is it? So Bitcoin has become worldwide trusted. When it was first created back in the early 2010s, when it was first created, Bitcoin was known as being the dark web currency because they were really only using Bitcoin on the dark web. No one really understood or knew what Bitcoin was. I didn't even know what it was back then. I had heard about it. I had been hearing rumors about it, different things like that. But the only thing I knew about Bitcoin was that they was using it on the dark web to make purchases and do different things with it. But that was a marketing tactic. That was a marketing strategy. You know, it gave the impression that Bitcoin was something illegal, or Bitcoin was something that was dangerous, that you should stay away from, that you can get in trouble for, different things like that. But that was just an illusion, because while they were telling us Bitcoin is not safe, it's not, it's very volatile. You can lose your money, this and that. They were continuing to invest into Bitcoin behind the scenes. If you pay attention to the banks and the banking markets, you'll notice that each bank, a lot of the banks that you're banking with, they're starting to offer different cryptos, different cryptocurrencies, from Bitcoin to Litecoin, different ones, that will allow you to do financial transactions. So while they're telling us to stay away from it, the big dogs are making investments and creating their coins and doing different things to position themselves to be able to be successful in this digital era that we're in. So don't believe the hype. You know, I like to get Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin because, like I say, right now while it's trading at 60, 65K, fluctuating all the way down to 50, you want to get Bitcoin and you want to hold on to your Bitcoin because, like I say, Bitcoin is a storage of value. And it's only so much Bitcoin that's created. So that's why Bitcoin will always have value, as if like the American dollar used to have when it was backed by gold, because there's only so much Bitcoin that is available on the blockchain. Period. Because that's the way it was designed to be that way. While other coins may not have a cap, a market cap, or anything like that, Bitcoin is the one that was designed to only have a certain amount of Bitcoins. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've been researching Bitcoin and stuff like that, but I believe that it's only 19 million Bitcoin available in circulation, available to be purchased and stuff like that. So with that being said, that means that there's a limit, a cap on the amount of Bitcoin that can be acquired. So, like I told you in the beginning of this live, that scarcity creates value. So the more scarce that it becomes, the more popular that it becomes, the higher the value of it will go. Don't be surprised if Bitcoin shoot up over 100K within this next 6-month window. I can see it doing that. I know for a fact that they're going to eventually shoot Bitcoin up over $500,000. This is my perception, just on understanding how the market's working and different things like that. I can see it shooting up that high. And the good thing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and everything, we're still early in the game. Unlike stocks and different things like that, which is investing into companies, Bitcoin is investing into, like I say, this digital era, this digital market that we have. And if you were to want to buy Bitcoin or anything like that, you would just get on one of those exchanges that they have available. There's many available right now. I still like to go with the OGs of the OGs. Coinbase was originally created for Bitcoin to be a storage platform, but Coinbase has totally evolutionized their platform. So not only can you purchase Bitcoin, but you can purchase altcoins. You can get education, crypto education from the platform and stuff like that. And it's the most safe exchange out there, in my opinion, because it's the originator of it. It's one of the first to have. This one of the first exchanges, and like I said, it has always done me well. But you can go on to Coinbase. That's the one that you always hear me talk about, because that's the one I use. I actually dropped the link into the comments if you guys want to set up your Coinbase account. And yeah, they'll give you $10 of free Bitcoin, and they'll give me $10 of free Bitcoin. But aside of that, Bitcoin, even though it's trading at 60,000, 65,000, whatever the case may be, you don't have to buy. You don't have to have $60,000 to get into Bitcoin or anything like that. You can actually buy fractional shares of Bitcoin and any other cryptocurrency. You don't have to buy it at face value. You can buy fractions of it and continue to buy and grow it. Um, then they also have a way of staking, which is like quote unquote saving your Bitcoin, which is you buying it, you purchasing it, and you staking it away, saying that you're not going to bother it. And because you're staking it, which is holding it, because you're staking it, they'll give you a higher yield on your return with that staking. All these things you can learn about, different strategies and different ways to trade Bitcoin and trade cryptos, altcoins, and stuff like that. For one, by getting in touch with me, jump on my calendar, set up a consultation, we talk about it, and get you set up and get you going into the crypto market. Or you can go sign up for the Coinbase account on your own. Get in there, start learning, start researching. They got trainings, tutorials. They even give you altcoins and coins for training, for educating yourself on it. You're still early in the game, and that's why I want everybody to know. When you're early in the game, you don't have to be right, but you want to be sure that whatever you're investing, you can afford to lose it, because it's not a guaranteed win with anything when it comes to these crypto markets and they're fluctuating, going up and down. But you can make these trades in your favor if you just study the market a little bit, if you understand the market, understand how different coins are moving up and down, different things like that. You'll be able to time the market. You'll know when to buy, at what point to buy in, and when to hold and when to sell and trade. So you want to get in there and start educating yourself now, because if you're not educating yourself now, you're gonna be behind. And you don't want to be behind in this, because this is the opportunity. This is the shift. The shift that they're talking about, this is the shift that everyone's talking about, because this is an opportunity for regular people like you and I to invest and become very wealthy and situate and position our families for the foreseeable future. So get in and educate yourself and learn about this new economic trend that's going on, this new economic transition that we're in, which is getting into this digital crypto market. And it's very prevalent right now, like I said, because this month of September is the month where you can buy crypto at its lowest points, because come October next month, it's going to go up. All the cryptos is going to rise up, no matter what the stock market is and stuff like that. Stock market really don't necessarily affect how much crypto goes up or goes down, but the stock market is an indicator of, if you pay attention to it, that when the market gets very volatile, and when I say volatile, that means that you don't really know what it's going to do, that it start going down, and you really don't know where it's going. So paying attention to the stock market will also indicate that there's some things that's going to go on in the economic market as a whole. And usually when the stock market goes down, the crypto market goes up. They like kind of offset each other. And when the stock market is up, the crypto market goes down, so on and so on. But like I said, while they got us distracted with all of these things that's going on in the world, like the Diddy's, the baby oils, and the debate of the lesser of two evils, and all of this and that, there's things going on in the background. The shift is happening in the background, like that BRICS nation that I was telling you about. Next month is the time where they'll be doing their summit. And in that summit, there'll be more countries joining in on their new payment system and payment structure. And like I told you, they're focusing on the crypto market. They're focusing on the crypto market, and they're focusing on gold and silver. So those are commodities that will offer you the opportunity to get in on them now, whether at some of their lower points and be able to benefit off the increase. The thing about crypto market is, like I say, it's so many different altcoins outside of Bitcoin that you can invest in, like the Solanas of the world, the XRPs, Ripple, quote unquote, uh, the Litecoin, um, Doge. Doge is more of a meme coin. You know, when I say meme coin, that's like just a fun coin. You know, somebody got on there and created a coin on it with it through an NFT. You know, NFT is another form of creating coins and tokens. Um, but Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, different ones like that, those are all fun meme tokens. You know, but the thing about it is, you can make money on them as well, and they're so cheap. They're less than a penny. You know, in some of these coins, I mean, fractions of a penny. It goes real low. So if you understand the market and study the market a little bit, you can buy these things at a low rate, and before you know it, you can have 100%, 200%, 500% return on your investment. And I'm talking about with as little as $100, $50. $50 could change your life, honestly, and change your family's life. If you invest it correctly, you're able to sit on it and hold it. The thing I want to impress upon you guys is that don't buy the cryptos and the different stocks and stuff like that to be a day trader. A day trader is someone that buys early in the day and let the market do what it do, and by the end of the day they're selling, they're trading off, they're making moves with the asset. That is very risky. Now that is where you lose your money for real. 95% of traders lose money day trading. I wouldn't recommend trading, and honestly, I didn't recommend stocks for the longest of time. But I've learned through education and watching and experiencing the 2020 pandemic, how that happened with all of the CEOs and different company leaders stepping out, selling their shares of these big corporations and big companies right before the market crashed. Like, they knew everything that was going on. They were having the inside knowledge of what was going on with the trade market before it even happened. And they were able to capitalize. You know, everything crashed, everything went down. So they sold off everything beforehand. And they were able to take advantage of the market shift that we had. We didn't know that we were going to get shut down. We didn't know that a lot of companies were going to be put out of business for this pandemic or anything of that nature. But insiders did. And, you know, I recommend that you only day trade if you're an insider. You know, and an insider is someone that have someone on the inside that knows what's going on and getting ready, that sees what's going on beforehand. Because that way you can hedge your bets. Otherwise, it's very volatile to invest into the stock market and things like that. That's why I didn't invest in it. I didn't deal in the stock market because I felt like it was a rigged system, and that those that knew, and if you didn't know, you didn't know. So you were just really donating money to a cause that you really didn't understand. So I never recommended stocks until I understood and learned how stocks work. So come 2019, 2020 is when I really started studying stock markets, because I'm like, okay, if these people can step out and get into this stock market and step out before this big pandemic happened, all the stocks dropped to the floor and everything like that, and people were still making money. People were still becoming rich and millionaires during this time. What was I missing? I was missing something, and I don't like to miss out on opportunities, you know. So me, myself personally, I go do my research. I go study things. So when it came to the stock market, even though I didn't like the stock market and I understood that it was kind of a rigged system, you know, it was like rolling dice, I wanted to learn about it. I wanted to get into it and really understand how it works and what's really to it. And so I did end up running across the different options, the different ways to trade on the stock market. And there's various different strategies you can use when investing on the stock market. Like I told you, you have the stock market that you can do options, which is calls and puts, where you can make money whether the market is up or down. And you have stock market where you can do day trading, which is, like I said, you buy early in the day. A good day trader is going to buy early in the day when the market open, and they're going to sell by the end of the day. They understand how the market fluctuates. You have the day trading, and then you also have the different strategies that you can use when it comes to exchanging, trading, buying into like dividend stocks. Now, dividends is one of my favorite stock investments. Now, honestly, I don't invest into many other stocks outside of dividends because dividends is the way that it's for companies that pays back and pays out on a quarterly basis, a monthly basis, or annually basis back to their shareholders. Based on the percentage of shares that you carry, they'll pay back on a rotating clockwork basis. So not only are you buying into a company and buying shares, but you're also receiving payments throughout the pay cycle. In every company, a lot of companies have different ways and different stocks that different companies. All companies don't have dividend stocks, but those that do, they have a pay structure, and you need to do your research on these companies before you decide to invest into them, because you have REITs, which is real estate investment trusts that you can invest into, and it's based on how the housing market goes. But you can invest into some of those dividends, and they pay out monthly. You have dividend stocks that pay you out monthly. You have them pay you out quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. So when it comes to investing into stocks and bonds, I invest into dividend paying stocks. I don't invest into regular stocks, day trading, commodities, and stuff like that. I like to kind of secure my investments. So investing into stocks that has dividends has shown me to be the most successful. So when it comes to investing into the stock market, I favor dividend stocks. And we even have companies, hedge funds that has dividends on the stock market, where they pay out their shareholders on a pay cycle. Red Diversified and companies like that. You really want to get into dividend stocks if you're really looking into investing into the stock market. But when it comes to the crypto market, you can buy, like I said, you can buy a lot of these cheap coins, these coins that doesn't cost you very much. I'm talking about you can invest with as little as $100. Get on that stock market, buy these fractional shares of these altcoins and these coins, the Ethereums of the world, the Solanas of the world, the Litecoins, the XRPs, the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. I like Bitcoin Cash. A lot of people don't really pay attention and know about Bitcoin Cash, but Bitcoin Cash is the sister and brother of Bitcoin. It's like the evolution of Bitcoin, and right now it's trading at around $300. You can get a Bitcoin Cash coin for about $300-400, 500 tops. But you want to invest into things like that, because those things will present an opportunity, a life-changing opportunity for you that you will be able to take advantage of this digital market that we're in. And I keep on telling you that you want to get involved with this market. Let me go over here and see what some of these comments are saying. So I have a question about what is Bitcoin mining. So Bitcoin mining is a chance for you to mine Bitcoin. It's where you get on the blockchain and you create these new, because when it comes to Bitcoin and coins on the blockchain, it comes with a chain of numbers, and that chain of numbers comes with so many numbers and so many sequences that it can't be duplicated, copied, or recreated because it's unique, and it's an extension of the previous number. So Bitcoin miners are people that sits on a computer. You got to have a special computer to do it, because it takes a lot of CPU and a lot of speed to be able to handle it. But you get on, they're sitting at their computers and they're mining Bitcoin. That means they're creating new sequence numbers for all the new Bitcoin that's created. All the transactions that's being done, they're seeing it being done, and they're creating the next sequence of numbers. So anyone can do it. There's no limit to if you can do it or not. Anyone can do it. You just got to have the right equipment, and you got to understand how to do it. But it's a way that you can add to the blockchain, and as you mine Bitcoin, you're paid in Bitcoin for mining Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So pretty much all you're doing is on the blockchain, you're creating a new sequence of the next transaction. As you see a transaction come in, you're creating a new sequence of the next transaction, so on and so on, and that's called Bitcoin mining. So that's an opportunity for you to create Bitcoin for yourself, and you're mining Bitcoin, you're mining the transactions, paying attention to the transaction that's going on, and you're mining the blockchain. So that's what Bitcoin mining is. We can go more in depth into that. Give me a call. We'll talk about it, and we'll get you set up if that's really what you want to do. So someone say, so is it good to have just both the Bitcoin and stocks? Because stocks get you together. I can't lie. Yes, it's good to have both because, like I said, you want to diversify your portfolio and your investments. You want to not only have one commodity or one thing. You want to have a diversification because diversification allows you to make money even when certain areas are down or up. So it is best to, yes, have stocks and cryptocurrency because, like I said, they all have different pay structures and pay schedules. And when it comes to like stocks, like I told you, you can get dividend stocks and they're going to pay you. You can continue to reinvest into your dividends paying stocks and they're going to pay you on a pay cycle, whether that's quarterly, monthly, semi-annually, or annually. But that gives you the opportunity to keep some cash flow coming in passively that you don't have to do anything for. Long as the company's strong, long as the companies continue to pay out their dividends and they don't go bankrupt or they don't close their doors, they will continue to pay you. Sometimes the market rates change. Sometimes you get more on your return. Sometimes you get lesser. But that's still a passive income avenue. And in order to be financially independent, you have to create passive income. Passive income means that you don't physically have to be there. You don't have to work a night. You don't have to put in the physical labor, so to speak, or a lot of labor for you to see a return. So you want to create these passive income opportunities. And stocks is one of the main contributors to creating millionaires in this world. Outside of like real estate, but the stock market is probably the next best thing when it comes to creating financial sound, wealthy people. Like I said, so you want to invest into these stock markets. And also, another thing, we think that day trading and trading is the way to make money. It's really not. You really want dividends. You want to get your dividends, buy into strong companies that pays out dividends, set that up, keep building and keep investing into that. But you also want to use your asset that you have accumulated, those assets, and you want to leverage them. I always talk about leverage. Leverage is the key to financial success. Leverage is the difference between them and us. You want to leverage your assets that you have, the investment that you have in these companies, because you buying shares in these companies is giving you ownership. So you're part owner of these companies by buying shares into these companies. So you want to leverage the ownership that you have in these companies and use that leverage to go get financial assets that you may need, whether that's a loan or whatever that may be. You can get liquid capital off of those financial assets. One person that did that very well is that guy Elon Musk. That's how he was able to leverage, because there was a time where when he was growing SpaceX and all of those companies, Tesla and everything, where he was looking for crowdfunding. He was going amongst his peers and asking them to invest with him. And he was asking them, presenting to them, pitching to them his ideas and his company and what he was doing. And he was asking the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffetts, the Jeff Bezos of the world to invest with him to help save his company. And do you know that all of his peers and everybody said no? They turned their back on him. They told him no, thank you. And with that being said, he took that as motivation. He didn't let that stop him. He took that as motivation. And look where he is now. He's the richest man in the world right now. So, the quote unquote, we're not going to say that, but he's the richest man in America right now. So they say. But that was inspiration to me. And I like that because me and Elon kind of resonate on the same level, being the fact that he's multifaceted. He's a multi-investor. He invests into several different things at one time and keep them going simultaneously. That's called diversification, exactly what I've been talking about when it comes to investing into crypto and stocks. So yeah, you want to diversify your portfolio. You want to diversify your investments. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Things are too crazy in today's age for you to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to kind of be open to new opportunities. And this era that we're living in today, new opportunities are abundant. New opportunities are presenting themselves. Bosses like you and I are creating new opportunities. But there are some that's already there that we can take advantage of to help escalate and help move us along much faster. To help us become bigger players in this economic structure that we have. So, yes, you want to diversify your investments. So, yes, investing into crypto and stocks is a great way to diversify your investment. You don't want to be just one track or single-handed. But like I was saying, when you buy these stocks and these investments and you're building up your portfolio and you're investing your money over into these investments, that's why I say dividends, because dividends will pay you back. So it will keep you receiving a return while you're continuing to grow your equity in these companies. And that equity is value. And when you have value, you can go sit down and talk with investors, bankers, private lenders. You can talk with a lot of different people and get them to help you with your idea, whatever that may be. And they will trust you because they know that you have these investments over here that they can leverage, and they will even tell you, okay, well, give us equity in this, and we'll give you that money that you asked for. Prime example, Shark Tank. Shark Tank is one of the main visual aspects that we can see how people take their ideas and their creations and they leverage them to investors, bankers, different things like that to get the financial assets that they need to take their ideas or their investments to the next level. And like I mentioned in the call about credit, you don't want to take out loans that requires interest or anything like that you don't have a strategy for, because taking out a loan on taking out money on your futures, because that's what loans is. You're taking out money based on your future projections, based on your future income. So you don't want to leverage your future income if you don't have a strategy to implement right now to bring you a return on that investment. And if you're a smart investor, you're going to invest in a strategy that's going to not only pay that loan back, but also yield you a profit. So you want to be a smart investor, and you want to think and strategize before you make these investments within certain sectors, because like I say, you can always lose money doing any kind of investment, but if you strategize correctly, you'll be able to hedge that and minimize your risk, minimize your loss. You don't have to lose, but you can lose. Always keep that up front. So always invest what you're willing to or able to do without, and only go get a loan or pull money from other resources if you have a strategy on how you're going to put this money to work. You have to put this money to work. If you're not putting the money to work, don't bother it. Don't get it. Continue to make small investments, get your capital where you want it to be, continue to study research, do your due diligence on different ideas. Make sure it's something that you enjoy, though. Don't just invest into something because the money's there or it looks like it's growing and it's going and this and that. Baha, throw that away. Invest into something that you're passionate about. Invest into something that relates to your everyday life, something that you do, something that you got an insider track on. You know, be smart with your investment. You know, same way with going to work, like I tell you. Go to work and do something that you enjoy doing. Something that you would do for free. That don't require you to be monetarily motivated in order to get up and go do it. Do something that resonates with you. And I promise you, if it's something that helps other people, it will bring you joy. And it will bring you success. The more people that you help, the more that you'll elevate yourself. You know what I mean? By elevating others, you'll elevate yourself. You know, don't make this thing about you. Make it about others. If you really want to be successful, think about others. Think about other people's problems. You want to be a boss? Come up with solutions to other people's problems. Because that's where the wealth is created. You know, the real money and monetary value is in community. This community that we're building, how we're coming together right now, we're talking on one accord, we're feeding off each other's energy. This right here will catapult us into a new hemisphere. This will take us to a place that we never even knew that we can go. But it requires community. It requires others. You know, to be selfless. You have to be selfless a little bit and think about others. And like I say, if you can come up with solutions to problems, you'll get the monetary value that you're looking for. You know, don't worry about the money right now. Worry about doing your best. Do your research. Worry about coming up with solutions to problems. You know, all these things will allow you to be financially stable, financially successful. You know, do your research on these different investments that I just talked about in this live today, because these investments are life-changing. We, as a culture, we don't really know about these things. That's why I have these masterminds, so I can tell you about these different things because I've done them. I've invested into a lot of them. I still invest into everything that I talk about. I still do. You know, I don't just talk about things that I've done in the past. I talk about things that I actively and currently do. You know, and investing into this digital era, this crypto market, is number one priority, because not just the crypto market, digital products, period. You know, that's why I'm writing these books. You know, and putting these books out. You know, with this information. You know, is because digital products, ebooks, you know, e-commerce stores, different things of that nature, different things on a digital spectrum will bring you freedom here, now, and in the near future. Not only you, but your family and your generations to come. So you need to learn and educate yourself on these things and educate your young ones about these different things and these different opportunities, because these opportunities are the life-changing opportunities. These opportunities are what's creating the shift that we keep hearing about. Don't be distracted by P. Diddy and his drama and all of that, because they have a method. They trying to keep us distracted and not focus on the important things that's going on behind the scenes. Because, yeah, they're doing a lot of behind the scenes. They put a lot of stuff in your face, but the stuff that they're putting in your face is only to crowd your mind. It's only to distract you from the things that's really going on behind closed doors. Like, a lot of people don't even realize that we're having market cuts, drastic market cuts, interest rate cuts. So your money is going to be cheaper coming up. But they're making these market cuts because people are getting ready to, because these that have the position, they're getting ready to take advantage of these new opportunities. Like real estate market, these loans that we're talking about to take and put this money to work to grow your money. You know, these investments that you're able to do to grow your money. They're doing all of this behind the scenes, and they're distracting us with a crazy presidential debate. We sitting up here talking about a presidential debate when the presidential debate or the presidential election is not what we need to worry about, because we don't have any control or say-so in the presidential election. That's not for us. That's for our electoral colleagues who we elected to represent us. Those are the people that chooses who the president will become. You know, they are the ones that's supposed to act on our behalf. They're supposed to go in the direction of the popular vote, who we're saying we won't, but they don't do that. They don't have to do that, and there's no law against them doing that. So we're sitting here focused on that when we need to focus on our local government and make sure that we're active in our local community and know who's our politicians in our local community, and make sure we got people that's in there representing us in a way that's making our community grow and thrive. Those are the electorals. Those are the people that select and make that vote, cast that vote that determines the president of the United States. You see what I'm saying? But they don't tell us about these things. They keep us confused. They didn't educate us this in school. Yeah, we learned about government, the 3 branches of government, the Bill of Rights, and all of these different things, but they didn't explain to us how the government and the presidential election is really structured, and how the voting system is really set up. They prevaricated. They told us partial truths, and that's only to keep us not knowing, But that's what I'm here for, because I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to tell you what I've learned through experience, and I've learned a lot, and I've experienced a lot. I've had a lot. I've lost a lot, But I realized that none of that matters when it comes to financial and monetary gain. It's like a roller coaster. It's going to go up and down until you educate yourself and become financially sound, and you're able to strategize your economics, and you understand how to print money yourself. And when I say print money, that means creating value, getting a return on your investment, making your money grow, is where you become financially stable. You have to learn how to do that, how to have passive income structures in place and different things like that to keep your money growing and flowing. So if you're not willing to invest your time and efforts into learning the money system and being able to grow your money and your finances, you'll continue to be left behind. You'll continue to be sitting back looking up at those above you and those around you that's thriving, and you'll be asking yourself, why? Why am I not? Because you choose not. You're not because you choose not. Put God first in everything that you do and watch you thrive. That's my advice to you. Because if you put him and include him in everything, no one can be against you. And when you're leading with his spirit and his vibration, he'll send your help. He'll send your help meets. Believe me, trust me, I know, because I've got into different new areas and tried new things, and I was able to get the help that I needed without even having the know-how of being able to do it. You see what I'm saying? Because he sent me someone to help me get through it and help me understand it and help me make investments that would put me in a sound and solid ground. So don't ever take him out of what you're doing, because these demons are plentiful out here, and they're vampires. They want to suck your blood. They want to keep you vibrating at a lower frequency, keep you upset, anger, sad, all of these lower vibration things, to where your mind is not working at its maximum capacity. You want your mind working at the maximum capacity, and the only way to do that is to have gratitude, have appreciation, have happiness, have joy, all of these higher frequencies, these happy frequencies, because this will allow you to be able to catch the opportunities as they come. You'll be able to connect with those people that are bringing you and presenting you different things that can change your life, and not just your life, your family's lives. So I want you to be encouraged with the opportunities that we have presented, that's going on right now, and make sure that you're able to take advantage of those things that's going on. Let me check the comments again before we get ready to wrap this thing on up. Okay, gold and silver will always be here. It's part of the universe. Absolutely. 1,000%. That's God's money. You know what I mean? Gold and silver, that's God's money. So you can never go wrong investing into God's money. Like I was just saying, keep God in everything that you do, and you will be successful. So gold and silver, yes, it will always be a part of this universe. It's God's money. They can't recreate gold and silver or try to trick us with gold and silver. You know what I mean? You definitely need to Do that. Invest into God's money. Uh, also, you want to invest into real estate. Real estate, real estate, real estate. You know, real estate is another thing of God's money because it's I'm gonna say it's a derivative of God's money because God's people have to have shelter. You know, so where shelter is needed, there's always opportunity for growth and financial success. So investing into real estate is another way to be able to generate equity, generate return on your investment, leverage your real estate, and be able to use that to get more financial assets to be able to use in the economic structure that we have going on. And like I said, I think real estate is the number one creator of millionaires. You know, so don't shy away from real estate. That's why I wrote this book. You know, and this book is not about investing into real estate. This book is about you. You know, this book is about you, your mindset, and how to get your dream home regardless of what your credit is. It's the ultimate guide. It focuses on your mindset and what you need to do in order to purchase your dream home. But it also gives you the step-by-step to what you need to do once you have that mindset in place. How do you go about purchasing your dream home? I purchased my first home at 22 years old. You know, and it was not just a residential home; it was a multi-family unit, which also brought me a return, which also allowed it to be an easier investment for me because when you buy multi-family and multi-unit, they don't necessarily go with just your income. They also look at the investment property of itself and see how much return and extra income you're able to create with that investment property. You know. And we also have different things like DCSR loans that they'll give you a loan to purchase a property without even looking at your financial statements or financial status or your credit or anything. They only wants to know about the property and what kind of return you can do on the property. How can you turn this property into a cash flowing asset? And if it's cash flowing well enough, they will lend you the money to execute that idea that you have for that property. You know, that's just another strategy with purchasing real estate. Real estate has many avenues to get into when it comes to investing into real estate. You know, credit is just one way to help people understand who they're dealing with. So they take a look at your credit and see how you handle money and how you're able to structure money. But it's not the end all be all. You know, we want to establish our credit and get our credit in a great place because we can leverage it. And leverage it towards, like I say, to purchasing homes, to getting loans, to doing all of those things, to getting jobs and stuff like that. But you want to leverage real estate. You want to purchase real estate because you can borrow against your real estate. You can put your real estate up for collateral to go get more real estate. You know, you can buy a commercial property or a multifamily unit without even having money or anything if you able to put together the return on that investment, if you're able to crunch the numbers, because that's really what it's all about. People want to know how well you crunch the numbers. You know, and you don't have to be a mathematician to be able to crunch the numbers. You just have to understand the asset that you're dealing with and the possibilities of the asset. You have to have a vision. You know, you have to believe that you can take nothing and turn it into something. And then you have to think about it. You have to go in your mind and think about other people that's doing these same type of things, connect with them, learn and study and practice what they're doing, and strategize in your mind and feel it on the inside that I can do this. I'm about to do this. This doesn't seem too hard after all. You know, I'm about to make this thing a reality in my life. I'm about to change my family life because I can. And you can. Because opportunities are abundant. There are so many opportunities available right now. It's ridiculous. There's more opportunities now than there has ever been in the history of mankind. So take advantage of the time we in. That's another mantra of how people get wealthy and get rich. It's all about timing. You have to take advantage of the time you live in. And right now we're at a transitional stage. We're at a stage of shift. We're at a time where our economic structure and everything is changing. And we're right at the beginning of that change. And like I said, if you get in early, you don't have to be correct. You just need to get in. So get in early, get in now, and be part of this shift that's going on. Next month is the month where cryptocurrency is getting ready to jump up. So go out and get you a Coinbase account. I dropped the links in the chat. Go get you a Coinbase account. Go study on Coinbase how to understand these different cryptos and what they're good for and what they do and different things like that, so that you can be better informed on your investment. I recommend Coinbase. Coinbase is secure. It's secure to you. You don't have to worry about being robbed on Coinbase, unlike some of these other third-party exchanges like the Robin Hoods of the world and those different ones. I just named that one because that was familiar. But yeah, it's a lot of other exchanges out there that are risky, but there's also other good ones. But I'm not part of this chicken sandwich era. I'm not going to turn on something that's been good to me. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to stick what I know with what works. And Coinbase is the OG of the exchanges. So I recommend Coinbase. I sent you a link. Go get it. Go learn. You don't have to have any money to set up an account. It's free. You have to have money to fund your account. But once you fund your account, you're able to, they got all kind of promotions where they give you extra for funding your account. You can buy all these cheap cryptos that cost fractions of a penny, fractions of a cent. Grab them, hold them, watch them grow, let them do what it do. You know what I mean? And change your family's trajectory, change your family life. These masterminds are not going to stop. I'm going to keep these masterminds going. Every week I'll be coming in talking about more and more different opportunities and investments and things you can do to put yourself in a better financial situation. I'm even going to bring different opportunities to the group that we can crowd fund, that we can come together and invest together with. And, that way it's leveraged across the investors, more like buying shares and stuff like that. And we can invest together, and we don't have to all liquidate our financial assets. We all put a little in and take the pot and go towards a same goal, and let the returns on that investment pay us out like dividends. The same thing that they're doing on the stock exchange, we could do it on our own level. We don't have to go to the stock exchange to do it. We can do it right here. We can put the money together and go buy property. We can put and turn that property into a cash flowing asset, Airbnb it, Airbnb it, residential living, co-living. It's a lot of things we can do, but real estate is the thing. Go grab the book. Get your mind right. Go grab the book. Go to Amazon.com. Type in Flyboss, Fliebos. Put that in, and it'll take you to the book. And it'll not only take you to the book, but it'll take you to my podcast as well. You can tune into that if you like. You don't have to. But I recommend you get in the book. I recommend you get in the ebook or the paperback. The ebook has clickable links, but the paperback, you're able to have a physical copy that you can always go revert to, pick it up, share it with other people, talk about it, whatever. And when you buy the paperback, I'll send you the do-it-yourself credit repair guide that you're able to go and dispute and fix your own credit. You know what I mean? Coming up next week, I want to focus on, get back to talking about the credit aspect of things and how to leverage credit, how to fix your credit, build your credit, continue and go into how to structure your profile and do things so that you can obtain funding in your business or your personal level. I drop links in that as well. If you have a 680 credit score or higher already, you can actually go ahead and try to obtain you some funding right now. If you have an idea of what you want to do or what you need some money for, go ahead and obtain the funding right now. It doesn't affect your credit when you apply for it. There's no credit hit. It's a soft pull. And if you stayed in the class last week, you understand that a soft pull does not affect your credit in no way, shape, or form. Hard pulls or hard inquiries are the ones that goes on your credit. They stay on your credit and they bring your score down a little bit. They stay on your credit for 2 years. But you get a soft pull and you don't get a real pull until you accept the offer from one of the options that you have available. But I'm going to wrap this up. We've been rocking and rolling. It was a great class today. I appreciate everyone who locked in with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was inspirational. I hope it helped you better understand. But I also have my calendar link in the comments. Click on the calendar link. Get on my calendar if you want to have a sit down and talk with me. And I want you guys to just sit back and marinate on some of these things that I talked about. Even go back and rewatch the live if you need to before you even set up the appointment to talk with me, because I would like you to not waste time but optimize your time. So know what you want to talk about, know what you want to dive into, and also drop some recommendations in the comments of what things you want to talk about. I ran the poll in the group and I got an idea of the topics that we're going to talk about, and I'm going to continue to go on with that. But take advantage of the timing that we're in. Crypto is getting ready to jump next month. Grab your Bitcoin and hold your Bitcoin. Bitcoin is one of the major currency storage units that we have available right now, and it's going to become the most dominant, I believe, in my own opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but in my own opinion, Bitcoin is going to be the next, it's like the gold. It's like gold of the digital currency. So it's digital gold. That's what they call it. Matter of fact, to quote it, some people have called it digital gold. And I understand why. It's the godfather of the digital blockchain. So grab your Bitcoin, buy you fractional reserve, buy you fractions of the Bitcoin. You don't have to spend 65,000, whatever it is, 50,000 to try to buy a whole coin. Just slowly build it up and continue to invest into it. Invest in it now while it's at its lowest point, because as it gets up and goes higher, it's never going to return to these numbers again. You know what I mean? So buy into it now. Get in now. Invest into some of these small altcoins. It doesn't take much money. I dropped a video in a group. You guys go back and watch the video. It's the video before this live here. It talks about a guy who invested into Dogecoin, which is a meme coin. It doesn't even have any real value. It's just a fun coin. But he invested into Dogecoin, and he's a millionaire now. Because he did a little research. He understood, what the market was doing, and he timed it good. And he bought the coin when it was at like 4 cents or something like that, or I don't even remember what the video was, but you can go watch it for yourself. I drop it in the group. Everything I drop in the group is for your education and for your help, and I try to make it relevant to what we're talking about in the group. But sometimes it'll be off topic, sometimes it'll be a promotion or some recommendation of mine, but this group is thriving. I can ask you guys again to invite new members to the group that can benefit from this information, because this group is only going to get stronger, and it's only as good as the people that's a part of it, and I really appreciate the input that you guys gave in the comments, how you guys jumped in and are being influential and experiment. This video will be in the group. It will be pinned in the group, so go check it out. But I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys. You guys are great. I love y'all. I want y'all to be successful. And we thriving, baby. We vibing, we tribing, and we thriving. Be encouraged, not discouraged. Don't let these things, distractions going on around you, get you down and make you feel down. Because if you got God on your side, no one can be against you. The God is inside of you. And you can overcome all things. Lean on Him. Ask Him to guide you. And give you the strength to overcome your obstacles, because we're going to have those obstacles. You're going to have to jump some hurdles. You're going to have to jump through some hoops. You're going to have to do some of those things, as you learn, as you experience different things in life. But if you put Him first and involve Him in everything that you do, you will thrive. You will become successful. You will overpower all the demonic and evil things going on around you, because He gave us everything that we need to thrive and survive. But it takes for you to accept it. It takes for you to live in it. And I'm not here to beat you down with none of that or be, too spiritual on you or anything. But I am here to give you some of my love and spirit, and let you know what has carried me through and what has continued to bring me success in my life. You know, and I have a lot of things that I want to come together with. Community is the key. Community is where the real money is, the real value. We're going to need each other again. We got to get back to loving each other and relying and leaning on each other, because it takes a village to raise a generation. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to overcome and overthrow these oppressions that we have by the economic and financial ignorance that we've been dealing with. So come together. Each one reach one. Invite somebody to the group. I can't stress that enough. Bring more people in. The more people we have in here, the better it will be, the more it will thrive, the more that they'll share out this private information. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys locking in with me. See you next Monday. We'll be back on credit and funding. Get into the crypto. Get into this digital information, this digital era. Take advantage of the shift. It's yours for the taking. I love y'all. Take care. Peace.